All right. The last poem on page 35 is called There Was a Jolly Miller. There was a jolly miller, lived on the River Dee. He worked and sang from morn till night, no one as gay as he. And the song that he would sing forever used to be, I care for nobody, no, not I, and nobody cares for me. Oh, I don't know that I like that one. Okay, here's one called Little Boy Blue. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the little boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I, for if I do, he's sure to cry. Next one's Ba Ba Black Sheep. Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Okay, the next one is Little Maid, Pretty Maid. Little maid, pretty maid, where goest thou? Down in the meadow to milk my cow? Shall I go with thee? No, not now. When I send for thee, then come thou. Next one's Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. The next one is Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. Beep. Next one is Hickety Pickety. Hickety Pickety, my fat hen, she lays eggs for gentlemen, sometimes 9 and sometimes 10. Hickety Pickety, my fat hen. The next poem, Cackle, cackle, Madam Goose. Cackle, cackle, Madam Goose, have you any feathers loose? Yes, I have, little fellow, half enough to fill a pillow. The next poem, Dickory, dickory, dare. Dickory, dickory, dare, the pig flew in the air. The man in brown soon brought him down. Dickory, dickory, dare. Beep. This one's called Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. The next one's called Ladybug. Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children will roam. Bow wow, says the dog. Bow wow, says the dog. Meow, says the cat. Grunt, grunt, goes the hog. And squeak, says the rat. Hoo, hoo, says the owl. Caw, caw, says the crow. Quack, quack, goes the duck. And moo, says the cow. Next one. Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny, wouldn't it now, if the dog said moo and the cow said bow wow? If the cat sang and whistled and the bird said meow? Wouldn't it be funny, wouldn't it now? Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
I'm going to read you Like a Little Pussy. Like a little pussy, her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away, but Pussy and I very gently will play. Ding dong bell. Ding dong bell, Pussy's in the well. Who put her in? little Johnny Green. Who pulled her out? Little Tom Stout. What a naughty boy that was that, to try to drown poor Pussy-cat, who never once did any harm, and caught the mice in the father's barn. Diddly diddly dump. Diddly diddly dumpty, the cat ran up the plum tree, half a crown to fetch her down, diddly diddly dump. Pussy-cat, 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 where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen. Pussy-cat, pussy-cat, what did you do there? I frightened a little mouse under her chair. Once I saw a little bird, once I saw a little bird, come hop, hop, hop. And I cried, little bird, please stop, stop, stop. I was going to the window to say, how do you do? But he shook his tail, and away he flew. Two little blackbirds sitting on a hill, one named Jack and the other named Jill. Fly away, Jack, fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. I had two birdies bright and gay. They flew from me the other day. What was the reason did they go? I cannot tell, for I do not know. The north wind blow, and we shall have snow. And what will poor Robin do then? Poor thing, he'll sit in the barn, and keep himself warm, and hide his head under his wing. Poor thing. I'm glad the sky is painted blue. I'm glad the sky is painted blue, and earth is painted green, with such a lot of nice fresh air, all sandwiched in between. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and conch shells, and pretty maids all in a row. Beep. Rabbit, rabbit, carrot eater, says he, there is nothing sweeter than a carrot every day. Munch and crunch and run away. Peter Piper pecked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Little Jack Pumpkin Face. Little Jack Pumpkin Face lived on a vine. Little Jack Pumpkin Face thought it was fine. First he was small and green, then big and yellow. Little Jack Pumpkin Face is a fine fellow. This is Peter, Peter Pumpkin Eater. Peter, Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife but couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Beep. Up in Green Orchard, there is a green tree, the finest of pippins you'd ever see. The apples are ripe and ready to fall, and Reuben and Robin shall gather them all. If I were an apple and grew on a tree, I'd think I'd drop down on a nice boy like me. I would stay there giving nobody joy. I'd fall at once and say, eat me, my boy. The next one is Tom. He was a piper's son. Tom, he was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young. But the only tune that he could play was Over the Hills and Far Away. Over the hills and a great way off, and the wind will blow my top knot off. A dillar a dollar. A dillar a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, and now you come at noon. Beep. The next one is Sing a Song of Sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in a parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in a garden, hanging up the clothes. Along came a blackbird, and pecked off her nose. Beep. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, on a summer's day. Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts, and took them clean away. The King of Hearts called for the tarts, and beat the cave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts, and vowed he'd steal no more. Beep. This one is Old King Cole. Old King Cole was a merry soul, and a merry soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Every fiddler he had fiddled, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's soon no rare as can compare with King Cole and his fiddlers 3. Next one is Hey Diddle Diddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Beep. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and said, What a good boy I am I? Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so between the two of them they licked the platter clean. Beep. There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against the crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them both some broth without any bread, and spanked them all soundly, and sent them to bed. Beep. There was an old woman who lived by the sea, and she was as merry could be. She did nothing but carol from morning till night, and sometimes she caroled by candlelight. She caroled in time and she caroled in tune, but none cared to hear but the man in the moon. The next one is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You know that one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. The next one is Rub-a-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, they've all gone off on a spree. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. Beep. If all the world were apple pie, and all the sea were ink, and all the trees were bread and cheese, what would we have to drink? It's enough to make an old man scratch his head and think.
Happy birthday to Rachel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you. Yay, we love you, Rachel.
Love you, Rachel. Love you.